I was like trying to really
it's
pace
so
myself
tender.
with
Look at
those
this.
ends because I knew the ribs were coming up next.
Oh,
okay,
my God.
this is something we don't see very often, by the way. And
Look
we
at
don't
this.
have auto delivery on this. So stock up if you love these ribs
No.
because baby backs.
Look at this.
Falls off the bone.
Oh,
Smaller bones,
my gosh, look
which
at that.
means more meat.
Clean as a whistle. Yeah.
Low and slow. Smoke ring, I see it already.
You do.
You're
Yeah.
getting
Look at-
3 pounds of it. So 3 1-pound
That's right.
slabs. Oh my goodness.
Look at this.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I think there's
Look
a
at-
tear in my eye.
I know. Look how tender that is. And that great, incredible smoke ring on the top right there. You see that? Baby back ribs, just like you said, this is the filet mignon of ribs. We only do these here at QVC. This is the best of the best. And we slow smoke these for 5 to 6 hours each rack. Over real hickory wood and charcoal. We take these off. Our pit masters take them off one at a time. They know by sight. They can look at them and go, those are ready. They know by touch. They take them off one at a time. We cut them into these 1-pound portions, which is everybody's favorite size. And then we sauce them, individually package them into these 1-pound, which is a big old meal size. Think about a big rib dinner. That's what these are. So you could easily cut them in half for 2 meals each one, but they are incredible.
Okay, so we have 2 different flavors, but we only have $12.50 in each.
Oh my gosh.
And there's
Wow.
no auto delivery. So you can get your 3 pounds home in the honey, or, which I know you're really excited that we have this.
Love
we
it.
have the apple.
Apple.
I've never had that before.
The apple.
So that's your choice of your barbecue sauce, the honey barbecue or the apple barbecue. Talk to me all about it.
Okay,
Jimmy.
first of all, I'm gonna start with the apple. Okay, y'all, if you're familiar with apple butter, it's nostalgic. My grandmother served me apple butter when I was little.
Butter.
But it's a nice sweet barbecue sauce, a hint of apple. And so if you think about pork and apple, that nice citrus flavor, it's so good. I'm gonna let you take that right there. Let it pull right off. It is nice. It's a warm apple. It's
Look at that.
I know. Well,
Clean
that's
the
that slow
bone.
smoked.
There you go.
Cooked to
Clean
perfection.
the bone.
Cooked to perfection because you still want a little bit of bite on that barbecue rib meat. Oh, you taste that apple?
Knock it off, Jimmy.
It's
So
we only do it maybe once or twice a year.
What is that?
I know. And every time we do, everyone's like, "Oh, the apple! Love the apple." I know.
I've never had anything like that.
I know. We don't have it. We don't have it at the restaurant. We don't do the apple very often, but when we do, everyone gets so excited about it. I love it.
Holy moly.
I know.
That just blew my
Isn't that crazy?
mind.
I know, because you
Yes.
think that kind of sounds funny. It's like a nice warm, if you think about like a ham and you have apples, that flavor together, it's nice. The meat is smoky. Then it's tender and juicy, and then you've got that nice little bit tangy, and then the sweetness is with that apple.
Rounds it out, and you really
It reminds me of apple butter, like a really
get that
savory apple butter.
essence. Okay, let me
Yeah.
just tell everybody though.
Okay.
This sold out in its debut last July. July.
That's been a long time. Yes.
That's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's just now back in stock. It's rare to see. $76.98, an easy payment plan, $19.25. No auto delivery. Literally falls apart.
I know, but that's what you want. And you know what else what I love about it is how many times, if you get ribs and you're fighting for the meat or it's dried out, look at our ribs. This is after it has been slow smoked to perfection. We have sauced it. We have individually cut these into 1-pound portions, which is a nice big rib dinner size. And then they're flash frozen, and then we heated these up back here in the oven. I do them 350 in the oven, covered, so it keeps all that moisture and tenderness in there for about 30 minutes. And when you take them out, it is just like they came off our hickory pits. It is, look at that. That is mouth-watering, tender, juicy. You can see the moisture in there, and that is what you want with great ribs. You want them meaty, and you want them full end to end.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get a lot of meat end to end. That's that baby back difference.
Unbelievable. Can I get in on this honey one a little bit?
Get it. That
Can I
honey,
just try
again,
this?
nice, slow simmered, tangy, perfect balance with that honey. It's real smooth, almost a nice red color. Great barbecue sauce that pairs perfectly and balances with that smoky flavor of the rib meat.
It's so good. It's just like
These are kind of like the
melts away.
best stuff. Most people love a little bit of sweetness in their barbecue sauce. And if you think, either or of these, it's that perfect thing. So you got the apple if you love that. And again, we don't do this very often, the apple barbecue sauce on anything.
The apple is driving me wild.
And people love it. And like you said, last July is when we had it. And and so whenever someone sees them, everybody knows about them, they grab them before they're gone.
You can see the smoke ring.
Yep, look at that.
It has a nice bark on the outside.
Oh my gosh,
Falls off the bone.
Yep.
Little bones. That's the great thing about big backs. Little bones.
Yeah, less
more
fat.
Meat.
That's right. Less fat, more meat. You see that pink right there?
Yep.
That is authentic Memphis barbecue. That is slow smoked for hours and hours and hours. That is not a coloring. That is true from that hickory wood and charcoal. That is true flavor. See this dark part right there? That's that bark on that outside. That's where all that flavor lives, and it truly is melt in your mouth. These are the best ribs, I'm gonna tell you, that you're ever gonna put in your mouth, and it took you 30 minutes to heat them up in the oven.
I was just gonna say, making ribs on your own, it's slow, it's arduous, and it's always like fingers crossed if it's gonna turn out right.
That's right.
This is gonna turn out right every single time.
Yep.
Now, the honey is going a little bit quicker than the apple.
Okay.
I am telling you though, don't sleep on that apple barbecue. That is like something I've never tried before.
Yep.
It was so good. This is what you're getting. You're getting 3 pounds, 3 1-pound slabs delivered right to your door. No auto delivery on this though, because we don't see the ribs very often.
That's right.
And in fact, we haven't seen these since July.
Yep, and you
when
just
they
cut them
sold
in half.
out.
Yeah, just cut them in half. You got 6 meals out of this. It goes a long way. You know, rib dinners. You know, that's the higher end. Baby backs. That is the highest end of ribs that you can get. And again, they are even end to end. They're uniform end to end. I'm going to take this one because I haven't cut it. This is 1 pound. Look how much meat is on this. And it is even end to end.
Much.
So even if you get this last bone down here, look how much meat you're going to get on this last bone. That's what I love about it, because it is loaded. Look at that. That's the very last bone, which usually that's like, oh, I don't want that one because there's nothing on there. Look how much meat. It's loaded with that great barbecue rib meat.
Crazy.
Look at that.
And it's so perfectly sauced.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, about 1,200 remain in each flavor, just back in stock. Don't know when we'll see it again. We're still really busy from our today's special value on the phone line, so go ahead and hit your app. Go to QVC.com. That's going to make sure that you're streamlined, and make sure you check out of your cart. Even when you check out, keep on shopping. That's fine, but when it's in your cart, it's not quite yours yet.
That's right.
You have to finish in order to make sure that it gets delivered directly to your door. For the ribs, it's M98730. It's $19.25 on an easy pay. That's a crazy easy pay if you ask me. Because ribs are, I mean.
Yeah, and we usually don't do them until the summertime.
That's
this is early. It's almost springtime coming up. That weather is just trying to break through to get a little bit warmer, which I love because I love spring and summer.
Gorgeous.
Yes, and so if you think about when you heat these up in the oven, this is what I relate it to.
Okay.
Imagine going out in the springtime or early summer and you walk outside and somebody in your neighborhood is grilling out, which is, I think y'all call it barbecuing, or they call it barbecuing up here, but we call it grilling out. But anyway, that charcoal, that smoke in the air, that aroma, and you're like, oh, that smells so good. When you heat these up in the oven, that's the aroma you're going to get. It's truly like you're walking into a backyard barbecue, 4th of July, you know, family and friends, and that's what barbecue is to me. It's family and friends to me. It's nostalgic. It has that great flavor, and everybody always has a story about great barbecue, and that's what I've done my entire life, and that's why I love it.
I'm eating, I'm sorry.
No, please. That's
can't
great.
stop with
Hey, I'm used to that. I'm used to that. But
I can't stop with this apple.
I know the apples. I told you.
You did tell me.
When we came backstage right beforehand, I was like, "Oh, we have the apple." Julia, have you ever had it? Wait till you try that apple. It's so good.
He was so excited.
I know. I really was.
He really, really was. And you know what? It lives up to the hype and then some. I'm going to tell you that right now.
But look how tender this is. And that's what you want with great ribs. You don't want to wrestle with them to get it off the bone. You still want it to have some bite to it, but you want it tender and juicy, and that sauce adds to it. When you heat it up, it caramelizes down into there. And then you get the juicy, tender, smoky rib meat on the inside, and then that great flavor on the outside. I know, I love it. Our pit masters are so good.
That's how you do it,
I give them all the credit. They give all the credit. Tom and I get to have the fun.
You're getting 3 pounds. It's just back in stock, so take advantage, but there's no auto delivery. I almost ran into the camera. No auto delivery, sold out.